So in this video today, we're going to be talking about the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration's Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse. So this Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse is an online database where it tracks commercial drivers' drug and alcohol violations. And this is able to be viewed by the drivers. They can see their own history, and then it's also viewed by employers. So motor carrier employers are able to view when people have violations, such as failing a drug test or refusing to take a drug test, or any kind of violation regarding drug and alcohol use. Employers can see this, and so employers they have to report it, but they also are required to check the clearinghouse before hiring a driver, and also annually they must check it for their current employees. So drivers, like I said, can also access their own records so they can see their violations or potentially dispute any information that they think is correct. So they're able to track that, but most importantly, employers are able to see before they hire someone if they have a history of violating any kind of drug or alcohol procedures or policies. And so basically, if they have a violation to drug and alcohol policies, they are required to be immediately removed from any position or process that has safety at hand. And so that includes driving especially. So they have to be immediately removed from that position. Drivers then will, if they have a violation, will be put on on prohibited status. And now in 2024, it was updated that if they have a prohibited status, that they have their license removed, or that they be prohibited from obtaining a CDL. So while they have prohibited on as their status on the clearinghouse, they are not able to drive. They're not able to work in a position like that has anything to do with safety. But it is possible for them to come back from that. They can get their status changed, but it's a process. So basically, they have to complete the return to duty process as outlined by the Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse. First, they'll select a substance abuse professional. So they will go on and choose a professional that they're going to work with. Then you will log into the clearinghouse and designate your professional. Then that substance abuse professional will evaluate you, provide recommendations for you on what they think needs to be done. If you need education or if you need treatment based on whatever type of violation that you had, they'll outline what you need to do to be able to basically be seen as recovered from this issue. Once you have done everything that they've told you to do, they will enter that into the clearinghouse and say that you've completed everything. And then you will take a return to duty test. Now, you cannot go and set yourself up for this test. Most of the time, an employer is going to request that. The employer will set it up for you to take the return to duty test. If the test is negative, then your employer will report that into the clearinghouse, and your status will be changed to not prohibited. So then you are able to return to work, return to what you're doing. Then you must complete the follow-up plan, which includes 6 random tests within the first 12 months that you're back at work. And then once you have passed all those tests, it will be completed and the violation will be removed. Now, the violation is going to remain open for it, as it said on the website, up to until 5 years after the violation, or until that follow-up test is complete. And so basically, that's the process that it goes through, and this is to prevent high-risk drivers from operating commercial motor vehicles. It ensures that if there is any kind of alcohol or drug being used that to the best of their ability, the FMCSA is able to keep those drivers off the roads. It requires stricter testing and reporting rules, so employers can't just let a positive test pass by or things like that. They're required to report it. So it holds the drivers more accountable, and it holds the employers more accountable. And it also provides real-time data. So this is not outdated. So employers can go and look and see right now what is their status when they're looking to hire somebody, so they don't hire somebody who is currently in a prohibited status. And then this also prevents repeat offenses. So someone who has had a violation before, they're much more likely to not have the opportunity to do that again, since the employer can see. And it's also just a point of, now that drivers know that their records are going to be out there for the employers to see, that they can't hide from it, then they're going to be more incentivized to not do it, so that potential employers can't see it. So that is hopefully improving road safety conditions as far as CMVs.